My dear students, so as we already started our civics third chapter, that is rural local government bodies. So in this chapter what we learned, we learned that local government bodies play an important role in the regulation of social life. In our country, local government bodies, that is the union government and state government. The local government bodies, which is divided into two parts, rural government and urban government. Students, rural means what? The word rural is related to village. So rural government means the government is related to village area. And urban means city, the government which is in city area. So the local government bodies are divided into urban and rural local government bodies. So in this chapter we learn about rural local government bodies, that is only village government. In this lesson we learn about village government. In village, in rural part, what include? The Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad are the rural local government bodies. The Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad are the rural local government bodies which is known as Panchayati Raj institutions. Panchayati Raj institutions. Next we learn that we are about union government and state government. So the union government means what and state government is what? This administration in our country, the work which is carried on is in our country is carried on at three levels. The administration for the entire country is carried out by union government. Union government which subjects like defense, foreign affairs and currency which is related to whole country. And second level is state government. State government of Maharashtra is related, state government is related to a particular state. Make laws related to law and order, health and education. And third level is local government, that is rural and urban government. Understood, students? So we will know local government bodies are divided into two parts, that is rural and urban. And in rural, what include? In rural government or in a village government, Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad government. Whereas in urban or in a city area, which kind of government? Like Nagar Panchayat, municipal council and municipal corporation. But in this chapter we are going to learn only about Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad. Okay students? Then we learn about Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat, which looks after the administration of the village only, which handle the work of the village only, which is related to village. If the population of one village, if a population of a village is less than 500, if the population of village is less than 500, then two or more villages are come under one Gram Panchayat. If the population is below 500, then two or more villages come under one Gram Panchayat. That is called group Gram Panchayat. So what kind of work related to Gram Panchayat? Gram Panchayat carries out the functions relating to water supply, electricity, registration of birth, death and marriages. All of you understood, students? Here what we learned that Gram Panchayat looks after the only administration of the village. If the population is less than 500, then two or more villages come under one Gram Panchayat, that is called group Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat carries out the functions relating to water supply, electricity, registration of birth, death and marriages. Next we learn that which the persons, officers of the who involved in a Gram Panchayat, who work in a Gram Panchayat. First one is a Sarpanch. So first the elections of to a Gram Panchayat are held every 5 years. Every 5 years the elections will be held. For the elected members are Sarpanch and Deputy Sarpanch. Election is elected persons, who are elected persons, Sarpanch and Deputy Sarpanch, and the elections of a Gram Panchayat are held every 5 years. After 5 years Sarpanch will be changed on the basis of election. What is the duty of Sarpanch? The meetings of a Gram Panchayat are held under the chairmanship of the Sarpanch. The meetings which with the related the work of the village, so related to work discussions regarding the village, that kind of meetings are held in a are conducted in a Gram Panchayat. Who conduct under the chairmanship of a Sarpanch. It is his responsibility, it is the responsibility of Sarpanch to conduct the meeting, to implement the new schemes of the village. But in the absence of Sarpanch, now Deputy Sarpanch look after the work of a Gram Panchayat. Understood, students? What is the duty of Sarpanch? To implement the development schemes of a village, to conduct the meetings, and in the absence of Sarpanch, Deputy Sarpanch look into his matter. All of you understood, students, about Gram Panchayat? Clear? Then we learn about Gram Sevak. Gram Sevak. Gram Sevak is the secretary of a Gram Panchayat. Gram Sevak, who is Gram Sevak? Gram Sevak is the secretary of Gram Panchayat. Who appointed Gram Sevak? Gram Sevak is appointed by Chief Executive Officer of Jilla Parishad. Chief Executive of a Jilla Parishad appointed Gram Sevak in the Gram Panchayat. And what is his duty? He looks after the day-to-day functioning of a Gram Panchayat, work of a Gram Panchayat, and explain the new development schemes to the villagers. Understood, students? Now next we learn about Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha means village meeting. Gram Sabha, village meeting. The assembly of all voters, those who are going to vote, the assembly, the meeting of the voters of the village or a rural area is in a Gram Sabha. It is binding to hold at least 6 meetings of the Gram Sabha. And the responsibility of Gram Sabha, of the meeting, the responsibility of meeting of the Gram Sabha is with Sarpanch. The Gram Sabha gives the sanction to the development schemes which is proposed by Gram Panchayat, and the Gram Sabha has the authority to decide the individuals deserves the benefits of a government schemes. Who decide? In Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha have the authority to decide upon which individuals deserves the benefits of a government schemes. Next, we learn about women's participations in a Gram Sabha. Women's involvement in the Gram Sabha. So, in villages, a meeting of a woman meeting village is held before the meeting of Gram Sabha. Before the meeting of Gram Sabha, meeting of women coming together, discuss the issues. If they feel in that meeting, they feel free to discuss variety of issues. What kind of issues they discuss in a Gram Sabha? That they speak with a greater concern about issues like drinking water, prohibition, employment, fuel, health related issues. They discuss in a meeting, and in that meeting only women involved in that meeting, so they can feel free to discuss their issues. Next we learn about the source of revenue of Gram Panchayat. As we learn that Gram Sabha arrange meetings, implement new schemes, new of the villages, but for all this purpose, they Gram Panchayat need some fund, need money. So where they get that money? So Gram Panchayat carries out many schemes and programs for the welfare of the village. So for that purpose, they need some money, they require some money, and this money Gram Panchayat raise this money through a different taxes. They collect the money from people only through different taxes. So you can see that chart, which kind of taxes government Gram Panchayat collect. So house tax, water tax, tax on weekly market, pilgrimage tax, grants from Jilla Parishad and state government. All of you understood, students? Next we learn about Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samiti and all the villages within a taluka, villages which are involved in a taluka, form a development block, and the body of that looks after the functioning of a development block, that is Panchayat Samiti. All the villages in a taluka form a development block, and that development block is the Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samiti is the middleman between Gram Panchayat and Jilla Parishad. Panchayat Samiti is the link between Gram Panchayat and Jilla Parishad. So now the officers who involved in a Panchayat Samiti. So as we learn that in a Gram Panchayat, Sarpanch and Deputy Sarpanch, these members are there. So in Panchayat Samiti, like Gram Panchayat, in Panchayat Samiti there are elections of Panchayat Samiti are held every 5 years, like Gram Panchayat. In Gram Panchayat also the elections will be held every 5 years. Here also the elections of a Panchayat Samiti are held every 5 years, and the elected members are chairman and deputy chairman of the Panchayat Samiti. In Gram Panchayat there is a Sarpanch and deputy Sarpanch. In Panchayat Samiti, elected members are chairman and deputy chairman. Now what is the responsibility of chairman? The responsibility of chairman is calling the meeting, to conduct the meeting, to arrange the meeting, to conduct the business meetings. This is the responsibility of chairman, and in the absence of chairman, deputy chairman looks into his matter. Understood, students? What is the duty of chairman? To conduct, to arrange the business meetings, and in the absence of chairman, deputy chairman look into his matter. Means in the absence of chairman, deputy chairman arrange the meeting, conducting the business meetings. All of you understood, students? Functions of the Panchayat Samiti. So students, you can just observe this chart, the functions of the Panchayat Samiti. Here they give the many functions which are related to Panchayat Samiti. First one, public needs, roads, gutters, wells, bore wells. Next, health related vaccination, water supply, that is providing clean drinking water, agriculture, education, public welfare. In public welfare, they providing financial aid to the weaker sections. Next day, the Panchayat Samiti prepares a plan of a scheme which is implemented in a development block, and it is binding of the Panchayat Samiti to hold at least one meeting every month. And in that meeting they prepares the plan of the schemes which is implemented in a development block. So the Panchayat Samiti receives certain fund from district Panchayat Samiti to implement the schemes, to implement the new schemes to the villages, to the development block. That's why they require some funds, and these funds they receive from district. It also receives grants from the state government to carry out the new development schemes of the development block. Understood, students? Next is Jilla Parishad. Every district has a Jilla Parishad. Jilla Parishad. But at present, the state of Maharashtra has 36 districts. How many districts Maharashtra have? Maharashtra have 36 districts. But in that 36 districts, only 34 Jilla Parishads are there. As we know that every district has Jilla Parishad. So if Maharashtra has 36 districts, then what we expect that 36 districts are there. So 36 Jilla Parishad are also there. But no, state of Maharashtra has 36 districts, but only 34 Jilla Parishads are there. Why? What is the reason? So the reason is that the Mumbai city district and Mumbai urban district do not have a rural population. So they do not have a Jilla Parishad. That's why these two are excluded, and that's why 34 Jilla Parishads are there. So now, officers who were the elected members in a Jilla Parishad, as we learn in a Gram Panchayat, in a Panchayat Samiti, same way here also in Jilla Parishad also the elections of a Jilla Parishad are held every 5 years, and the elected members are president and vice president. Jilla Parishad's elections are held every 5 years, and the elected representatives are president and vice president. Now what are the duties of the president and vice president? The president of a Jilla Parishad presides the meeting, arrange the meetings, and he exercises control of a business to conduct the meetings. He also controls the financial transactions, money related transactions of a Jilla Parishad. He has the authority. What kind of authority president have? A president have a authority to undertake the appropriate expenses from the Jilla Parishad's fund. These are all other duties. Whose duties? President. In the absence of president, now vice president. In the absence of president, vice president look into his matter. Vice president carries out these duties in the absence of president. Understood, students? Here we learn Jilla Parishad's elections are held every 5 years. Elected members are president and vice president. The duties of president are to conduct the meetings, to preside the meetings, to control the business meetings, to control the financial transactions. In the absence of president, vice president look into his matter. Now, how does this Jilla Parishad function? Let's see. The work of the Jilla Parishad is carried out through different committees. The Finance Committee, Agriculture Committee, Education Committee, Health Committee, Water Management and Sanitation Committee, etc. The Women and Child Welfare Committee takes up issues related to problems faced by women and children. Understood, students? Next is Chief Executive Officer. Last one is Chief Executive Officer. So the decisions taken by Jilla Parishad, the decisions which are taken by Jilla Parishad ने जो भी decisions लिए हैं are implemented by Chief Executive Officer of the Jilla Parishad, and Chief Executive Officer is appointed by state government. Who appointed Chief Executive Officer? State government. The decisions taken by the Jilla Parishad, whatever decisions taken by Jilla Parishad are implemented. Who implemented these decisions? Chief Executive Officer, and Chief Executive Officer is appointed by the state government. Understood, students? Here you can see the pictures, the functions of Jilla Parishad, which programs they implemented, functions are of the Jilla Parishad. First one, see, education facilities, health facilities, water supply, provisions of seeds, electricity, tree plantation in the village. These all are the functions of a Jilla Parishad. All of you understood, students? Anyone have any doubt? Here we completed our civics third chapter. In this lesson we learn about Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad. Understood?